Imagine you're standing out in the open wilderness, maybe somewhere deep in the Rocky Mountains, facing down a massive, hungry grizzly bear. You have no weapons, no truck to hide in, no cell service, nothing but your bare, primitive body. Who wins? The bear wins. Every single time. It's faster, it's stronger, it comes pre-equipped with literal butcher knives attached to its paws. You're just a hairless, fragile ape. Biologically speaking, you are the perfect prey. But now, let's rewind history. 10,000 years, 50,000, 100,000 years, back to the exact moment that fragile ape started banging rocks together, started working as a team, started controlling fire, started communicating and planning. And suddenly, the animal with the absolute worst natural weapons became the one that terraformed the entire ecosystem of the planet. We usually assume the ultimate predator has to be the fastest, the strongest, or have the deadliest biological weapons, but humans completely broke the evolutionary formula. A wolf takes millions of years to evolve sharper fangs. A human takes an afternoon to sharpen a spear. A grizzly uses brute muscle. A human builds a trap to kill that bear from a safe distance. The ultimate realization is this: humans don't need to evolve a new biological weapon, we just invent one. Go back to a world before agriculture. No cities, no interstate highways, no factories. Wild animals ruled every inch of the earth. But lurking in the background was a very weird creature, Homo sapiens. Not particularly strong, not particularly fast, but they had a big brain, nimble hands, and social cooperation. One human alone is a snack, but 10 humans working together, that is a completely different biological system. By the way, if you love breaking down the hidden science of human nature like this, go ahead and hit the like button so this video can reach more curious minds. It really helps the channel out. Now, the first terrifying weapon of that human system is the brain. The human brain doesn't just think, it predicts. A normal predator, like a mountain lion, sees prey and reacts to the present moment, but humans can imagine things that haven't happened yet. A human can look at a footprint in the mud and imagine exactly where that deer will be in 3 hours. We can ask, what if we wait in that canyon up ahead? Our brains allow us to drag the future into the present. The second weapon is cooperation. A tiger hunts alone. A human almost never has to. A group of humans divides roles. Someone flushes the prey out, someone tracks, someone signals, someone strikes, and someone stays behind to care for the injured. The predator is no longer a single individual. The predator is the entire group. A lone human is fragile, but a human community possesses collective intelligence. Next is a mechanical superpower you use all the time, but probably ignore: throwing. Humans have an unprecedented biomechanical ability to use our shoulders, arms, and wrists to launch objects at deadly speeds with pinpoint accuracy. Throwing a rock or a spear changed the distance between predator and prey. Imagine a lion roaring, essentially saying, "Come closer," and the human simply replies, "No." An animal has to close the gap to use its teeth. We can execute a target from 30 yards away. But what if the prey runs? Humans aren't the fastest sprinters, but we possess weapon number 4, extreme endurance. Your body has millions of sweat glands for elite thermoregulation, paired with legs built perfectly for bipedal efficiency. While other predators have to stop, pant, and find shade so they don't overheat, humans can just keep jogging under the scorching sun. We didn't need to outrun our prey. We just needed to never, ever stop. We tracked them, jogging for hours, exhausting them until they literally collapsed from heat stroke. If this shift in perspective is blowing your mind even just a little bit, make sure you hit subscribe. We decode crazy evolutionary facts like this every week. And then we figured out fire. Fire wasn't just for staying warm or cooking meat, which shrank our guts and fed our massive brains, by the way. Fire was the very first tool humans used to alter the environment itself. Other animals have to adapt to their habitats. Humans started burning down forests to clear land, driving game into traps, and staying warm through ice ages. We were no longer just surviving in nature. We started negotiating with it. But none of these are our most terrifying weapon. The ultimate twist is knowledge. A tiger is born with hunting instincts, but it has to learn how to survive within its own short lifespan. Humans have cultural transmission. An adult can teach a child which plants are toxic, where the water table is, how to spark a fire, and how to read the wind. That child doesn't start from scratch. They start their life armed with everything thousands of previous generations paid in blood to learn. Evolution gave us a brain, but culture turned that brain into a weapon of mass destruction. A wolf today has the exact same body as a wolf 1,000,000 years ago. An eagle still uses the same talons, but humans upgrade. We went from stone spears to longbows, from bows to rifles, from wooden canoes to aircraft carriers. Human capability accumulates generation by generation. If humans were just predators, the story would be simple, but we became ecosystem engineers. We didn't just hunt animals, we rerouted rivers, leveled forests, domesticated wild wolves into golden retrievers, and completely redesigned the landscape of the earth. Our greatest predatory advantage isn't our killing skill, it's our ability to change the rules of the game. Look at yourself right now. You're sitting in a room. You have no claws. You have no sharp fangs. You couldn't outrun a deer if your life depended on it. But with a smartphone and a Wi-Fi connection, you have access to the accumulated intelligence of billions of humans over thousands of years. Your physical body is still that of an ancient ape, but your behavior belongs to an advanced civilization. That is the ultimate mismatch. A body evolved to forage in the wild is now operating a world it completely terraformed. Let's go back to that moment at the beginning of the video. You're standing in front of the bear, bare hands. You lose. But what if you're allowed to bring everything your species has learned? A sharpened spear, fire, language, a tribe of 50 people, topographical maps, modern technology. Now it's no longer human versus bear. It's one solitary animal going up against the accumulated weight of an entire civilization. We aren't the scariest predators because we are the strongest. We are terrifying because we cooperate, invent, and pass those inventions down forever. The most terrifying thing about humans isn't what one of us can do, it's what millions of us can remember. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to keep exploring the weird hidden science behind why we are the way we are, hit that subscribe button and remember to always stay curious with Mismatched.